It is our top story tonight. Senator John McCain just finished up his speech, and now the nation is thinking about Governor Sarah Palin again. Our governor and VP candidate has not been interviewed one-on-one by anyone. That is until CBS 11's Andrea Augusti got a hold of her.
Security around our governor has been tight since she was brought inside the McCain fold less than a week ago. We haven't been able to get to our governor, especially here at the convention. Security's been tight. We have police, we have Secret Service, all protecting her. Well, today, for the first time since this whirlwind campaign began, we were able to grab her at a press conference and ask her the questions Alaskans want to know. To get to Governor Sarah Palin, we had to go through a maze of security sweeps, background checks, and Secret Service escorts. It was Palin's first public appearance since her powerful speech last night.
I'm not much of a joiner of exclusive political clubs, and last night I may have fallen off a few invitation lists in Washington, but that's all right also. You could always count on me as a proud member of the governors of the United States.
Palin says it's her strong Alaskan base that has brought her to this point and will help her on the road to the White House.
Alaska will play a major part in an energy policy that thus far has been lacking in our country. Alaska will lead on that. So here again, I'm very thankful for the foundation that I have with energy, with the state of Alaska that can produce so much more energy to allow us to become less and less dependent on foreign sources of energy.
After her prepared comments, the Secret Service rushed everyone out. Palin refused to answer any questions except for ours.
Hey, Andrea, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh, I'm just extremely happy to get to be here, of course, in this position, and I have Alaskans to thank for that, of course. Also Alaskans who have believed in that positive change that needed to be ushered into our state. Now we're going to bring that change, that reform to the nation, and again, I have Alaskans to thank for that. So I appreciate so much all that they have done in terms of support. And this is going to be really good for Alaska also, as I get to travel across the nation and let people know about our great state and about the people who live there.
Then the big question. Though she'll be talking about Alaska, will she still be able to serve our state?
No, I'm happy to continue to be the governor of Alaska. Couldn't be more proud, of course, of my position as governor of Alaska.
Thank you. Governor Palin does have a very jam-packed schedule over the next 2 months on this campaign trail, but she does say that her heart is with Alaska. Over the next 2 months, we'll see if we keep our governor or lose her to the nation. In Minneapolis, I'm Andrea Augusti, CBS 11 News.
Governor Palin's speech last night electrified the nation and revived the GOP's stale campaign. But
some local analysts say that the contents of her speech may have been a bit questionable. Did she embellish what she's done, especially on that so-called bridge to nowhere? Well, CBS 11's Grace Jang joins us live in the newsroom and has more tonight. Grace?
Well, there's some confusion, Dave and Laura, about which bridge to nowhere she was talking about. It is not the Kinnick Arm Bridge, but the proposed bridge between Gravina and Ketchikan. But just the mere fact that she used that term had many Alaskans scratching their heads.
I told the Congress, thanks but no thanks on that bridge to nowhere.
To hear her for the first time call it a bridge to nowhere when Alaskans have sort of bristled at that term surprised me.
The term may be offensive to Alaskans, but some say the governor's statement itself is not exactly correct.
The bridge wasn't built, but then that's because they took the bridge, the feds took the bridge out of Congress took the bridge out of but left the money, and the money was used for other things.
The $233 million was used for state transportation, and Congress killed off the earmark before Palin had the chance to say no thanks. In fact, during Palin's run for governor, she supported the bridge.
I got the sense that somebody not familiar with local issues wrote part of the speech for her.
And then there was this.
We suspended the state fuel tax and championed reform to end the abuses of earmark spending by Congress.
But under Governor Palin, the state applied for nearly $200 million of earmarks for the 2009 fiscal year. And when Palin was mayor, she helped secure more than $11 million worth of earmarks for Wasilla.
Is it truthful? Well, no, I mean, she certainly embellished some of the details.
In other words, he says politics as usual when a campaign like this is so important.
It's political theater, so I guess you enjoy it at that level, right?
And as for the Knik Arm Bridge, Palin has said that she favors it. It would shorten her commute from Wasilla to Anchorage. Live in the newsroom, Grace Chang, CBS 11 News.